I just kept on hearing and seeing NFTs. What is NFT technology? The blockchain. What are all of these things happening right now? Why is there such a big conversation around this? And I've really done my 50 hours, bro. I've just been doing a stupid amount of education. We're gonna do this so many times.
Oh my god.
I am all about documenting your process. My entire career is gonna be set on building for this next digital space.
All of this is just a whole big play for legacy.
This is something I've been wanting to introduce into my content for the longest time. Since I heard Gary Vaynerchuk speak about NFTs in, what are we in right now? November. I don't remember when it was. But I think it's since the beginning of the year. Around probably February, March time, that's when I started doing my education. I was like, I just kept on hearing and seeing NFTs. What is NFT technology? The blockchain. What are all of these things happening right now? Why is there such a big conversation around this? And I've really done my 50 hours, bro. I'm deep in the communities. I'm speaking to a lot of people right now. I've reached out to a lot of people. You're my brother, and your brother and I are working on some very, very interesting things behind the scenes. And yeah, that's cool. I'm very happy with what's happening there around his career and NFTs. And I've just been doing a stupid amount of education about the blockchain technology and what that means for us as, first of all, what that means for commerce, me as a businessman. What does that mean for us as creators? And what that means for the entire world and internet as a whole? Because this is gonna absolutely change the way that we do everything. I wanna hear your take on NFTs. What is your introduction into just even hearing about the topic? How did you get introduced to NFTs?
Bro, I was on TikTok just doing my rounds, and Gary popped up on my view page and he was just talking about NFTs. And at the time, I was oblivious to anything that involved stock markets or anything. So I was like, hey, nah, this isn't for me. And like 2 weeks later or a month later, it came back to me, and I was on TikTok, and it's just a plethora of NFT TikToks just came popping up, and I was like, maybe I should look into this. So like I saw how much profit people were making off of this. I saw what Tory Lanez did, and it was just like, wow, this is something that we all, as like youngins right now, that we all need to see and get into before it even reaches mainstream.
I heard about NFTs. I heard about the technology. I kind of had a feeling. My feeling was something is here. I didn't know what it was. I was just like, this is, it felt like I've heard people speak about the feelings they got when they understood in 1998, 1999 what the internet was. And I could relate that to what I was feeling. And I didn't know what I was talking about at that time. I wasn't even having these conversations with just like me and my own mental, but I felt there was something there, and I knew I had to like continue to look into the space and see what this actually means. I saw people sell a piece of art for 69 million US. And for me, it wasn't about the money. I was like, okay, there's something here. I want to understand what's going on and what this space means for us. And where this is about to go is absolutely insane, bro. The way I've understood an NFT is it's a digital certificate of ownership that lives on the blockchain. And people have been introduced to NFTs by seeing the Beeple headline, 69 million, boom. By seeing people and artists sell things for 1 million, 2 million, boom. And what I think is the more interesting conversation is what the technology actually allows us to do. Do you remember when we used to play marbles and you'd buy like a whole pack for like, I don't know, like 20 bucks, yeah? Like in like a Chinese shop or whatever. And like there'd be like 30, 20, whatever, how many marbles. And what's happening right now is people are selling digital collectibles, much like marbles, and there's value that's coming from having a community around that, a group of people interested in the same thing. And it's just basic business, bro. It's just supply and demand. There's a lot of demand for something, it will go for a higher price. Excuse me. But I think there's an even more interesting conversation around this. The blockchain and just decentralization disrupt everything that we do as people because it makes the big companies in the world that sit in the middle between us and the consumer, it wipes those people out. So I'll give you an example. In the past, we would do these interviews. We would edit and post-edit and put out things on our Instagram and put out things on our YouTube, put out things on our TikTok, and that would be amazing. We'd get hundreds of thousands and millions of subscribers and followers and whatever success in that space means to you. But YouTube owned your data. Instagram owned your data. Facebook owned what was essentially yours. But now NFTs are allowing, first of all, the creators to have something practical, to eat off of what they make, and it's allowing your fans to be the people that invest in you. And as long as you continue to do well, that investment continues to go up, right? Yeah. When you understand things like the blockchain technology and the fact that it's a safe, secure, and open database where basically I can go and see what anybody in the world has bought or transacted on in the past however many days. And it becomes like a flex. The same way that you would post a Rolls Royce on your Instagram, it becomes a source of identification for somebody else because people just want to belong, right? I mean, people are getting into the conversation. People who are being cynical are getting into the conversation of, well, what is the value of an NFT? It's just a photo. It's just a video. And if you understand the way that I explained it in the beginning, if you look at it as a certificate of ownership, the video and the art, it becomes almost secondary, right? Let me give you an example that is gonna hit home with you. Who's your favorite YouTuber creator? Whoever, gamer, anything.
KSI.
Bro, let's say today, KSI put out an NFT collection of 100 NFTs.
Yeah.
And there's 30 standard ones. There's 30 gold ones. That's 40 left. And then there's 20 platinum ones. And then there's 20 elite ones. Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the most important part about an NFT is the smart contract underneath it, which basically says, if you own this NFT, you can do X, Y, Z. First of all, you can have it as an asset and then trade it. But here's the interesting part. You as Danny, the gamer, the content creator, a fan of KSI, you buy a platinum NFT from KSI, and it's an avatar of his face with a gold border around it, and you own it and it looks amazing. That's great. But the smart contract underneath it says, if you buy this NFT and this NFT is in your name, you get to be flown out by KSI 3 times a year to go and see him. He gets to be in one of your videos once a year, and you can have a 3-hour mentorship session with him every 3 months, as long as you own this NFT. All of a sudden, everything changes, bro. The conversation moves from the art is amazing, the video looks good, to utility. How can I use this? And I love the introduction that you had in the beginning where you spoke about, I want to build a big community of people who are interested in the same thing, basically, I'm paraphrasing, around you and the things that you're putting out, because this is just about community. You know, the people I've seen interesting NFT projects like VFriends. Boom. This editing is going to be nice, bro. VFriends. And what's happened is there's millions of people, Gary Vaynerchuk, there's millions of people who are interested in what this man is doing. This man is documenting his life, right? And with that comes, like what you said, a community of people interested in him. Now, people who look up to him, people who want to build businesses as big as he has, are going to want to interact with him. They're going to want access to him. What he did, something that I participated in not too long ago, is I was on LinkedIn and he dropped something called the Sorcerer Scholarship. It was a scholarship where that he released as an NFT. Because remember, it's not just an art piece. It's not a video. It's a certificate of ownership, a contract that says you own something. It gives you verification. He dropped something called the Sorcerer Scholarship, where you couldn't buy this NFT. He could only give it to you. So like thousands, hundreds of thousands of people applied for the scholarship. I was one of them. I didn't get in. And if you won it, he was going to send you the NFT and it would give you all this access. So it was the Sorcerer Scholarship, picture, one of the avatars that he drew with his hand. And then underneath that, it said things like, if you own this, you can meet Gary 5 times a year. You can have 3-hour mentorship sessions with him. You can have, it's also a ticket to a conference that he's hosting, which is like a Coachella for the next 3 years. So now we begin to see how somebody like yourself could build for NFTs. I think about your brother, bro. We've been having these amazing conversations behind the scenes where NFTs are literally going to flip the music industry on its head, because the way it's been done for decades is, okay, Rocky 6 blows up. YouTube, Instagram, SoundCloud. His song is amazing. Now we fetch him. Universal Music says, we're a record label. We want to sign Rocky 6. What we're going to do is give him $2 million up front, and then we're going to take 80% of his royalties, and he's going to live off live shows.
Yeah.
But now with NFTs, bro, coming back to community, coming back to creating demand, Rocky 6 can document his life day by day by day by day, put out songs day by day by day by day on a platform like TikTok, Instagram Reels, YouTube Shorts, gain a massive audience, build demand for the NFT project that he's then going to build. And then look, now there's people interested in what he's building, right? So there's going to be someone who's willing to pay for a studio session with him.
Bro.
There's going to be someone who's willing to just chill with Rocky 6. Just like, who's your, let me guess, it's Travis Scott. Who's your favorite artist?
Artist? Yeah, hey, I'm on that Travis bandwagon, I won't even lie.
No, I love Travis, bro. Like, imagine you had an NFT. You owned a Travis Scott NFT, which says you get to come to 6 studio sessions for Utopia, the album that he's about to drop, before it drops, and you get to come to the listening party before everybody else with him and his homies. Like, that's it. That's just the NFT. It's a picture of Travis or a video, but then underneath it, the smart contract says you get all of these benefits. And when you understand that, and the flexivization of the fact that anybody can go into your wallet and see that you have this, bro, it becomes like an Instagram page. Because what's the difference in the digital world of having, okay, there's a slight difference, but think about this. The flex of you having a photo with Travis backstage and then putting that on your IG and then owning a Travis Scott NFT, which gives you all of these benefits, right? Yeah. And people can go on your public wallet on the blockchain and see that this is what's happening, and value begins to be created in that. So I've been having a billion different ideas around this space, bro, and we're continuing to work. We're having these conversations, and I hope that by me saying this, somebody listening, somebody watching is gonna begin their journey of doing their 50, 100 hours of education, doing their months, of learning and connecting with people to really understand what's happening, because it's gonna change the way people do everything. Like real estate is gonna be affected, bro. It's not gonna make sense to buy anything that's a ticket that's not an NFT.
Real estate could be mad with NFTs, bro.
Exactly, bro. Because remember, it's a contract. It's a certificate of ownership. So music, gaming, content creation. TikTok put out NFTs. TikTok put out NFTs of viral moments And what that does is it allows me to own a piece of the internet. I can own a piece of virality. Let's say a video got 100 million views on TikTok and everybody knows this happened and it blew up. Just like the Squid Game thing. And everybody was talking about it. You can have the video on your phone. You can have the photo on your phone. But remember, I own it.
Yeah.
I have the phone, but I have the rights to it. I can sell it. I get the access that's behind it. And it's mine. It's in my public wallet. So I'm thinking about how that's going to change business practices, you know, the way we sell things. And I don't know, I have a feeling you're getting ideas as well. I would just encourage everybody to get into their rabbit hole of discovery and start learning about this. Because everybody who's being cynical and demonizing this technology right now is being like our parents when credit cards were first invented and people were afraid to even put it on a website because you were going to be scammed. That's what's happening, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, very interesting space. And I think, look, like I am building that my entire career is going to be set on building for this next digital space. When you layer the metaverse and what Meta, Facebook is building, and not just them, other big companies as well, for us to be able to interact with these things on an even more real level. You know, the market is just crazy. Like, what is it that you cannot do?